Okay, good morning. I'm Charles Stanley. This is Bed and Barbell, and this week in our weekly newsletter, my friend and client and mentor John Peck wrote a great article on the dumbbell snatch, and so this video is just kind of a supplementary aid to that article. So we're going to show you what a dumbbell snatch looks like, and there's a lot to like about this exercise because it's very simple. All you need is, a little piece of flooring or outside, or this is something you can do in your house, and a dumbbell, and that's it. And initially when you try this exercise, don't try to set a world record. You should initially start off the first couple of times. This should be a dumbbell you can curl. But what John alluded to in the article, and which is very true, is that before much time at all, you'll be amazed at the kind of dumbbells you're able to snatch. And John talked about getting up to 100 pounds plus in a short time, and I think I've done 105 for a triple. So this is good stuff, and there's not a lot of skill involved in this, but there is a little skill. And so basically, let me just show you what this looks like. There's two ways this can be done. This can be done from the floor. You're going to squat over this dumbbell and rip it up, stabilize it back down. The other way is this can be done what's called from the hang. So from the hang means just from here and jump. And you see me using that word jump kind of reflexively. This is much more like a jump or a throw than it is a lift. And one of the most common errors and one of the most common areas of difficulty people have is they try to make this kind of like a lift. And for this is a little bit of a strain to just lift this. So one of the drills that we use to get people into the right kind of mind frame for this is to actually throw a medicine ball. So come on, follow me outside here. We'll show you this drill. So conveniently enough, this is a medicine ball. I have no idea how heavy it is, with a handle. And so when you're doing a dumbbell snatch, or for that matter a kettlebell snatch or any kind of a snatch, there should be a feeling of throwing for height. So this is what this will look like from here. Okay, so when you actually are throwing an object up, you'll automatically get this sense of how the joints, you're starting the movement with the big, stronger muscles, and then finishing off with that pull. And from here to the top, the object should just go up on its own. And once you're past this point, it should just fly up all on its own. And you're just bending the elbow, not to lift it, but to get out of the way, and then just follow it up. So, okay, we'll come back in the gym here just for a moment. Getting hot out in Arizona already. Okay, a couple other tidbits on a dumbbell snatch. One thing is that as the dumbbells get heavier, you may notice a little bit of a balance problem in your hand. And you'd assume that when you look at your palm, that you should just have a very centered grip on this dumbbell, having the same amount of space between the pinky and the inside of the bell and the thumb. But the reality is that the center of your pull is really kind of in between the index finger and the ring finger, or the middle finger. So in actuality, your grip is going to be a little bit offset, and actually your thumb is going to be a little bit closer to the edge of the bell than the pinky. And as I say, when you're using a nice light weight like this, it won't make any difference, but once you get up into 80, 90, 100 and beyond, it'll make a big difference. Okay? So a little bit of a slow motion analysis of this. You're coming up off the floor, good back mechanics, just like a deadlift. The arm stays straight and relaxed, and the dumbbell starts in the middle of your feet, and it's just a lift. And if you could watch this in slow motion, and you can actually, depending on what kind of video you have on your computer when you're watching this, maybe you can kind of toggle this and go slow motion. But from here, it's up, 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 the arm stays straight, full extension, I'm up on my toes, I'm shrugged. That is the active part of the lift. Once you've gotten to that point, you're finished. And from that point, you just follow it up. It should come from here to arm's length on its own accord. And you'll see there's kind of a tempo to this. This is not like ripping it off the floor. There's a little bit of a slow to fast motion, and it looks like this. I'll do 3 reps for you. You'll see I'm kind of jumping under this a little bit. Start slow and boom. Okay? And one more, and slow and boom. Now, inevitably, The question always gets asked, and Phil, I know you'll bring this up, is that how come you're like jumping or hopping? And the reason is, as I'm preparing myself for a heavier dumbbell, that I may not be able to throw this high. Might be only get it this high, and then the only way to get under that is to squat under. Well, what's happening is I'm squatting under faster than what gravity will pull me down, so that's why the feet kind of leave the floor a little bit. So it doesn't matter if you jump or not jump. The object's not to jump. The object is just to fully extend, and then as it's flying up, get under, and then stand up. And one other quick point here is, you know, when they teach judo, you learn how to fall before you learn how to throw. So I suppose I should show you how to get rid of this thing. You don't want to throw a dumbbell or drop it on the floor, because if it takes a bad bounce, it's going to come back and get you. So you can use the other hand to help lower. So if we kind of pantomime this and pretend it's heavy, we're going to come up. It's perfectly okay to kind of help out with the other hand on the way down and then back. So that's the dumbbell snatch. Give this a shot. This is just excellent in terms of total body power, shoulder stability, core strength, lots of benefits, very simple. You don't need much equipment. I don't know why this isn't used more often, but go do this at your local gym and you'll make a lot of friends real quick, so enjoy.